Brett, let's jump into the NBA and talk about a much bigger slate of games that we really have and some really interesting ones as well.
Yeah, Higgins, you're very nice for calling them interesting games because we probably picked three of the worst games, but that's okay. We're in it for the money, baby. Kings at Pistons. No one's watching this game, Higgins. But Kelly Olynyk went out last week for Detroit, and I actually really like Sacramento. I mentioned it a few times, so I think Sacramento can cover the 4.5 here on the road, Higgins. And I actually would probably take this all the way up to 6.5. So I think there's about 2 points worth of value there on Sacramento.
Okay, yeah. I think you mentioned we're taking three of the worst games. I think we're taking some of the games with the closest spreads right now. And so we think that they're going to be a little bit more lopsided games. There might be some sloppy play down the stretch, things like that.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, another game I'm looking at, Higgins. In your neck of the woods, the Blazers are taking on the Toronto Raptors. Raptors, one of the best road teams in the NBA. Blazers, very hot and cold this year. Damian Lillard struggling a bit to start the year. So I look for the Raptors as 1 point dogs to either push or cover Higgins and win outright. Minus 102 on the money line here was not enough value for me to take them over the plus 1 points. I'd rather have the plus 1 points than the minus 102 number. But, some people might prefer the just below even money.
Like me, I'd probably
There you
prefer
go.
that money line to be honest, but I'm going to stay away from this game because you mentioned the Raptors, one of the best away teams at 5-1. Portland's 5-1 at home as well. So, I mean, Portland not necessarily playing fantastic, but when they're at home, they're playing pretty strong. So that's a stay away game for me. I like Phoenix at Minnesota personally. The Suns, they're playing pretty strong, 8-3 to start the season, 3-1 on the road. Timberwolves, not a great start to their season, 4-8, 2-5 at home, and also 3-8 against the spread. They're not playing well by really any metric that I'm looking at them. And the Suns, they're only 3-point favorites. I'm going to be taking them here. I like that it's still a one basket spread right now. I'm going to take that before maybe a hook jumps onto it. Maybe it gets to 4 points on Monday.
I like it, Higgins. I will disagree a little bit. I think Anthony Edwards has been fantastic for Minnesota, and I think he might be accelerating the rebuild there just a little bit, Higgins. I really like what I've seen from Minnesota this year. Maybe you're right. Maybe they're not playing so great against the spread, but I think they're a competitive basketball team, and they've got scoring power. They've got some athletes, so they're an interesting team to watch moving forward. Anthony Edwards, a really good player.
I don't disagree with what you said, but you mentioned a few things rebuild and accelerating. They're still not there yet. They're still losing. They're still not quite over that hump yet. Anthony Edwards is definitely helping, but I don't think Timberwolves are quite there yet at the beginning of this season. Maybe we'll see that on a mid-season run. Maybe we see something special out of them. Who knows? But I do like the Suns. They still are the team that they were last year, and they're on a hot start to start the season.